Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Chicago Punish number 87. This is your boy Chris Chaos on the mic, and I am going to be your host for tonight. We're going to go ahead and kick things off with Street Fighter 6. Right now, we got Garo City of the Wolves and Tekken 8 happening off on the side tonight. But with that being the case, we're going to go ahead and get things started. We got both our players readied up. Yep. All good to go. Yep. And looks like we're going to have us a Rashid and Ken match. So let's go ahead and do this. This is a round one match. Treston has definitely been doing a lot of work here as of late. Those cameras are wrong. Not exactly sure what happened there, but we're going to get those updated. All right, nice parry there. Alright, but here we go. We got our cameras all good to go here. So yeah, sorry about that. But yep, okay, looks like Treston taking round one here. Lots of go ahead and get offense there. Going into round two. Backstrom. Going ahead, oh, gets a poke there. Oh, nice counter hit. And gets the pickup, gets the corner. Oh, side swap. Yep, there we go. Alright. Treston trying to go ahead and find something here. Jumps out of the corner here. Ooh, good jab check there, but unfortunately getting pressed in this corner here. All right, they are burnt out though. Ooh, punish counter works out here for Backstrom. Ooh, try to go for a dragon lash. Ooh, okay. Nice crouching medium kick. Good upper. Ooh, and gets the stun. That should be the round. Yep, there it is. All right, 1-1 rounds here. You're going to go ahead and take that first lead, though. All right. Final round situation. Ooh, nice. Okay, jabs here. Off of that. Does level 2. Nice throw. Nice as it. Parry. And, ooh, blocks the drive reversal. Is it going to get punished? Ooh, misses the throw. They were still recovering. All right. And now, nice combo there with Backstrom. Go ahead and get in the corner swap. Is it going to throw? Ooh, goes for a shimmy. No full combo here. Oh, heavy punch is doing very well. Nice air to air. All right. Gets out of the corner situation. Does block. Ooh. Was looking for something. Too far for that confirm. Oh no, the DP. All right, and Backstrom will take the first game here. So, all right. Here. All right. There we go. Going into game 2 here. Ooh, nice counter hit. Ooh, another counter hit. No full combos here. But yeah, Treston is getting caught with these traps here. Gotta be very careful. Nice uppercut. Go ahead and get them out of the situation here. Ooh, nice. DP, get off me, please. Yeah, Treston's got to be very careful here. Any touch here from Ken can lead to a round ender. Too far to get a pickup. Ooh, but they do burn themselves out. This is tough. Ooh. Oh, they would have just got. Blocks the DP. Nice. Okay, good wait and bait. Treston puts themselves on board with this round here. Let's see how Backstrom adjusts. Ooh, misses the throw. All right, both players trying to get something, and they got it knocked down here. EXCP, get off me, please. All right. Nice uppercut. Overhead mix connection. Not a counter hit, so no full combo. Drive reversal, you stay there. Ooh. Don't press no buttons. This pressure here is just forcing. Ooh. And, oh, it connects. Tress is like, I'm not staying in this corner at all. Got a neutral jump, but unfortunately, Backstrom ends up getting on the other side. Alright, level 1, that should be the round. No, one chance. But still, slim pickings, and tried to jump out. Backstrom is on match point. Another final round situation. Alright, fireball. Both players trying to find something. Nice crouching medium. Go ahead and get the drive rush, get that corner carry. Ooh, okay. Nice throw. Ooh, crouching medium kick coming out here from Backstrom. Side switch. Another crouching medium kick working out for, oh, level 3. That might do it. That might be the game. No, one chance. And there it is. All right. We're in a 1-1 situation here. Both players has gotten offensively hot. Counter hit here. All right. That being the case, let's get uppercut. Is it getting overhead over that? Let's get a combo pickup and a corner. Another run up throw. Ooh. Okay, we got a little bit worse. Gotta be careful. All right, nice poke. Ooh, nice crouching medium kick from Backstrom. They're gonna go ahead and get this corner here. Nice block on the overhead. Saw that before. Ooh, unfortunate, too far away for that, and that's gonna potentially be the round here. Level 1? No, level 2. Yeah, you wanna go ahead and make sure you block that out. All right, Backstrom takes the lead in here. Backstrom is the leader on rounds here, putting themselves on match point. Very nice. There's a throw. Tristan in that corner now. Oof, bunch kind of fireball. Gotta be careful. Oof, all right. Unfortunate. Tristan jumps out of the corner situation and gets thrown back in there. This is trouble. That might be the round. Level 1. There it is. All right. And Backstrom advances 2-1. And so with that being the case, Backstrom does advance. They will end up having to face off against Spirit. I do see that we end up having some results already from the bracket here. Looks like Zaybek ends up winning a round 1 match. So that means all of our winners round 1s are locked in and done. Now we're going to round 2. So I'm not sure who they're going to send up next here. I do see Zenith and I Was Korean was also playing. So is Rudy and BP Amico. So, all right, so it looks like BP Amico did win their match against Rudy. I Was Korean and Zenith are still playing it out. Spidey Mike E was playing Eddie Poo, won that 2-0. Okay. All right. I see Mr. R and Kim of Comedy coming up here. Yeah. So let me go ahead and update these names. All right, so here it is. Alright, so both of these players are going ahead and lock in here. Yep. Yo, what's good? What's good, Sean Tondre? What's good? See here. We are all right. So, see here. So, just chilling. So, yep, we got the Marissa and then Kim of Comedy, I believe, was playing. I don't remember, but it's been a while since we played against each other. I haven't got a chance to see them because they were doing like real life stuff. But you know, that's how life is. Sometimes you got some real life things you got to prioritize. You know, life over video games. Video games is fun, but sometimes you want to make sure that your IRL stuff is good to go. Okay, yes, Cammy, that's right. That's right. So we got this matchup here. This is one of those funny matchups where I feel that Cammy does very well until Marissa gives Cammy the Mike Tyson treatment. Cammy's got a plan until Cammy gets punched in the mouth. All right. So let's go ahead and see how things kick off with both of these players here. All right. Whoa, we got ourselves a trade right out of the gate. Ooh, yep, Superman punch. All right. Both players just getting a little bit of counter pokes here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Get some good damage. For sure. Ooh, let go of the parry. Unfortunate. That might be the round, actually. Ooh, okay. Yeah, like I said, Cammy gets good control until Marissa punches her in the face. That's kind of, this is a Mike Tyson matchup. Nice dive kick. Ooh, okay. Into the drive rush. Ooh, that was probably supposed to be cannon spike, but unfortunately did not work out. Oh, wow. Oh, that's not good. That's tough. All right, you're... Oh, good break. Jumps out of the situation. Okay, both players are burnt out, so don't have to worry about any stuns happening, but Marissa still got a lot going for her. Marissa's definitely going to go ahead and get this damage. Your chip range. All right, and Mr. R is going to take the first game. Going into game 2, looks like we got a character switch. Kim Comedy opting to go with Mai. All right. Okay, nice fan. Good parries there. All right, Mai's gonna be very good at forcing those type of shenanigans. But the thing is, you gotta be aware of these buttons because Marissa's got some very heavy hitting buttons. Oh, parry. Thrown out the corner. I mean, if you're Kim Comedy, you take that. All right. Yep, Shawn Michaels, sweet chin. Nice block there. Hit the armor high. Was able to go ahead and guard. Ooh. Oh, missed the drive rush attempt. All right. LeVar. Oh, my gosh. And the throw. That's going to be the round there. Mr. R is at match point. Kim Comedy definitely had a lot of good no neutral options going for them. Unfortunately, just didn't quite work out. All right. Yep, you got an uppercut. There you go. But you are low on the drive gauge, so you got to be careful. Ooh. Dashes in, gets counter hit. Jab checks. Looking pretty good. There's another throw. That's us. Ooh. Trying to jump out. Dash. Yeah, drive rush throw. Ooh, nice. Kim Comedy with quite the life lead here. Ooh, nice drive reversal. Still was able to go ahead and close the gap there. Number 1. All right, one chance. Oh, burnt out. Just Mr. R has definitely got no life. Ooh, that could have been terrible. Oh, no. You're kidding me. No way. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Man, there it is. All right, and with that, just Mr. R will advance 2-0 against Kim Comedy. All right. So that being the case, just go ahead and reset some stuff here. Wonder what round 2 match we're gonna have. So with that being the case there, we're gonna go here so y'all not just looking at empty chairs. I do see ABJ come up here, so I think we're gonna get ABJ versus King Xerxes. Now I'm just gonna use Xerxes because you always change your forename. That's the one thing that doesn't change. All right, we're going over here. What up? All right. All right. Seems we got a. Yep, I seen that name there, so we'll go ahead and give that a little proper update there. So we can get a visual of our players here. I'm not exactly sure why my P2 cam is so low. Either way, we're going to fix that after this. Both players are locking in their options, their choices. Get their button selected. Xerxes on the phone. Yes. All right, looks like we're going with Mai today. All right, so we see Bison versus Mai. I've actually played this matchup quite a bit. Both characters have a lot of ways to kind of deal with each other. Bison's definitely got the advantage on the damage here. Mai's definitely got with the projectile game, can definitely make Bison respect a bunch of things. All right. Oop, try to go for EX Psycho Crusher. All right, gets a throw. No back throw, though. All right, EXDP, get off him. All right, that's going to be a combo there. DP. All right, AVJ's low on the drive gauge here. Nice crouching medium kick. Ooh, no awareness on the missed awareness there on the opportunity on the parry there. Ooh, drive reversal gets baited. Gonna get thrown. Ooh, and nice full pickup there. Xerxes taking the first round. All right. Ooh, that definitely was not looking like what it was supposed to be. But, you know, if you're AVJ, you're going to take advantage of that. We take those. Ooh, see here, nice crouch and medium punch. Too far to get anything off of that, though. All right, see here, a good uppercut. Interrupted outside of the Psycho Crusher attempt. Pull up back. Ooh, nice slide. Oh, tried to go for something. Probably a grab there. Is that it? Oh my goodness. Good reactions there by Xerxes. Gonna take that first game there. Wait to score. All right. I looked away and Vice is already down 33%. Okay. ABJ's got to go ahead. All right, good break there. Good. The sweet chin music. With the uppercut there. Nice reversal. Got to go ahead and get out of this corner situation. Ooh, doesn't watch the legs after the scissor kick, unfortunately. All right, that's a perfect round there by Xerxes. One round away from advancing to the next part of the bracket. All right, nice. Punish counter. Oh, was too far for the crouching medium kick. Psycho Crusher. A lot of meter being used up here. Yeah, unfortunately can't jump back away from that. Now, you can backdash. Oh, doesn't get the full commitment there. Probably didn't think he'd get it. And drive impact's going to connect there. All right. Yeah. Nice punish counter. It's getting a lot of punish counter hits, but not able to go ahead and capitalize on them. Too far for the throw. That should be level 3. That might actually do it. Yep, that'll do it. All right. And with that, Xerxes takes that 2-0. Yeah, mine's a little tricky one. So with that being the case there, I'm going to assume that we're going to get Vaxstrom and Spirit on that, because that match has not been played from what I've been seeing here. Just for those that tuning in here, welcome y'all to the 87th edition of Chicago Punish. We are getting closer to that 100. Hope you all have been enjoying the matches so far. So here, let me actually go ahead and reset some stuff. Alright, so yeah, looks actually, we got Spirit coming up. Yep, just as I thought. Player one name, Spirit. And this, they'll be going against Backstrom, who we saw earlier. Very solid Ken player. Both players heading on up. But yeah, I mean, like usually I'll be joined with my co-host Zagran. Shout outs to them. Unfortunately, they were just not here. Well, not feeling well, so like had to step down. It is what it is. But wish you well in the speedy recovery. Hope to see you back here soon. Positive vibes and well wishes, But with that being the case, we do have to go ahead and move on. The show must go on. See here? So we got Spirit locked in on the JP. Backstrom we saw playing Ken earlier. I think we're going to see the same thing. Yep. There you have it. Players are locked in. We're ready to go. All right. This will be the last match of winner side round 2. Then we'll get into our top 8 qualifier matches. So that being the case there. All right. Already having at it. Ooh, nice drive rush jab. Spirit checking the holes, see if they're going to go ahead and continue to swing on no minus frames. They were not biting on that. Backstrom, nice air to air. Nice air to air again. Okay. Spirit with a little bit of life deficit here. Nice parry. Good stoppage. All right, Backstrom's awareness is very good here, but they got to be very mindful of the drive gauge here. All right. Ooh, nice punish. That's what they were looking for. Your Spirit, you got to be mindful of that, but then if you're Backstrom, you got to be mindful of that. So both players already getting some data on each other. But Spirit playing generally safer here. Obviously, player you haven't seen before, you don't want to go ahead and overextend into like something that'll put you in trouble. Understandable. All right. Ooh, drive reversal to go ahead and keep maintaining the corner. Does not block wake up. Nice fireball there. Another drive reversal. My goodness. Oh, both players are burnt out. This is tough. All right, and Backstrom does take the first round. They do, from the way I can see it, they have a lot of experience fighting JP. So let's go ahead and forcing Spirit to go ahead and get into another layer here. All right. Nice. Ooh. So Spirit playing a bit more safe, more cautious. Nice perfect parries and go ahead and get the jump in. A little bit of an overstitch in there on that Tatsu. Probably an error input. Probably not what they wanted. All right, gets a throw. Let's see if you're going to parry for full screen. By all means, have at it. Ooh. All right, does recover in time. Jab check. Another throw. Not a punish counter throw, though. Doesn't block on wake up. This tag. Let's play around this. And a crouching medium on the drive rush there. It's final round here. This is still the first game, y'all. Sweet. All right, nice. All right, so Spirit looking to be in control here at the moment. Backstrom still being very cautious of how they want to approach here. Air to air working out. All right, was able to block in time. Drive reversal. Get off me. Level 3, is that going to connect? Yes, it will. Cashes out the level 3 to go ahead and maintain a life lead and just make that separation much larger. Backstrom, they got a lot of work to go ahead and do. And unfortunately, that's probably going to be the end of that round here. Perfect by Spirit. Next game. score. 1-0. All right, nice punish counter there. Just go ahead and push them off. All right, goes for pressure. Ooh, fireball counter hit. Seems that Backstrom has found a rhythm here, but unfortunately, just they're not adding up to much here. And now Spirit's on heavy pressure here. Just walk up jab. Ooh, punish counter. That's definitely gonna go ahead and get that job done. Yep. Ooh, that's tough. All right, and with that, Spirit with a dominant round here, going to match point. They don't fall for the sweep this time around here. Backstrom's on the back, but they're the ones that are going to have to make some adjustments here. But Spirit, oh my gosh, counter, but no full confirm. Side switch, checks the side switch there. Very good awareness by Spirit. Oh, okay, I see you. Level 3 is going to connect. Another one. All right, one chance, one last dance. Try to go command grab, and it does work. All right, and Spirit takes that 2-0. Very solid there. We had a lot of good showing there from Backstrom. Had a lot of good ideas there. Just unfortunately did not quite work out. You know, it'd be like that sometimes. With that being the case, that was winner side, so they're not out of it. We may see them in the top 8. Look pretty solid here, honestly. So with that being the case, we're going to go ahead and go to our next one. So with that being the case there, looks like... All right, so we looks like we're getting just Mr. R and Zadie. Both of our players is having a seat there. But we got ourselves an 8-man bracket for Street Fighter 6 here. We got 6 folks for City of the Wolves, and how many for Tekken? Just 2, so we might not be running that one at all. So, like, it is what it is. All right. Both players trying to get set up here. It's actually a quarterfinals match. All right, so we got that updated there for y'all. So we see Marissa versus Zadie. Zadie definitely one of the players who would be like a pick for placing top 2. They have done well very consistently here. So Mr. R definitely going to have the opportunity to go ahead and take a stance here. All right. Woo. All right, lots of pokes here. And we got a poke that's landing into some serious stuff here. Nice drive reversal. Get off him. Ooh, punish. We got a punish counter here. Looking pretty good. All right, knee up, safe jump, it's a throw. into another throw. Jumps out of the situation. Does have to block all this. Ooh, ends up getting opened up with a crouching light kick off the drive rush. Another throw. Another throw. Another throw. All right, and that should be the round. All right. Round one goes to Zayden. All right, going to round two here. Nice. There we go. Ooh, perfect parry there. Yep. Punch counter. And into a throw. Ooh, try to jump out of the situation there. That could have been a lot worse, honestly. But you'll take that. Unfortunately, this is tough. One chance. Oh, never mind. Crashed out to level 3. Is that enough? Yes, it is. All right. Zayden puts themselves on the board. All right, game 2. All right, tries to whip punish there with the drive rush attempt, just because I was able to recover in time. Ooh, punish count. Oh, counter hit, my fault. All right, nice. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh, punish counter that time. All right. Was too much block stun on that. Tries to go parry and puts himself in a tough spot. Counter hit. Nice break. All right. Oof. Yeah. Okay, one chance and throw works out. Zay puts themselves on match point. Potential final round situation here. This is to go ahead and get into that to lock in your spot in top 8. With the throw there. All right, nice jabs. On the check there. Ooh, that could have been dangerous. Both players trying to find something, but Mr. Owens is getting tagged here. Ooh, not quite. And here it is. And Zadie takes it 2-0. I do see that Spidey, Mikey, and I Was Korean are playing off stream, apparently. That being the case here, Zadie punches their ticket to top 8. So I do see we have BP Emiko and Xerxes locked in at the bottom. We got Spirit and Absolute Maniac in that spot as well. We can get a list of anything at this point in time. All right. Okay, never mind. I lied. It looks like that was not playing off stream. So it looks like IS Korea is going to be sitting on P1 side. That means on P2 side, we're going to have Spidey Mikey. This is also a qualifying match. So that being the case, here, let's take a look at what's happening on the loser side. So we got ABJ versus Rudy, Ark versus Vaxstrom, Simmons versus Eddie Boo, and Kim versus Zaybag. Here, let's see, it looks like ABJ ends up taking their dub there against Rudy there, so Rudy advances to the next round. Where ABJ will actually be playing the loser of this set. And speaking of which, both of the players have decided to sit up here. We got the info on camera. We'll ready to start whenever we're ready. Alright, so Kim, pretty much, I was Korean. Pretty much, definitely made a splash here, I want to say 2 weeks ago. They were getting third with Jamie. So, they show up every once in a while, but it seems like things have gotten to a point where they're now showing up consistently, so that's a good thing. They love to see it. And Spider Mikey, been consistent shower here. Also gotten their share of top 8s as well. Winner side, the question is, both these players have been in top 8. The question is who's going to be on winner side, who's going to be on loser side this time. All right, so with that being the case, both players are locking in. Here. I'm not sure how much these folks have played against each other in tournament, but in casuals or tournament and whatnot, so this would be a very interesting one. Maybe they have, maybe they have not. I am unsure, but we're about to go ahead and see a tournament match right now. So with that being the case here, Jamie definitely going to be the one to go ahead and play around to try to initiate for more whip punishes. Spider Mike is going to have to make sure that whatever they throw out there hits its mark. Otherwise, situations like this will occur. All right, very good. I was Korean, you'll notice that if you sit down and play them next to them, they are very vocally animated. Well, the spear was just up there so long ago. Alright, see here. There we go. Oh my gosh, misses the command grab. Probably still a hit stun, because that was definitely a counter hit. Level 1 to cash out. That should be a wolf. But can't talk, that's enough. All right, going into round 2 here. The folks here, both players just trying to find something. Nice air to air there. What a trade. All right, works out. Oh, and a crouching medium kick. Working out in the Ice Korean waiver. And another one. Like the thing I love about Ice Korean is that they are vocally animated. Every time something happens in the game, you'll hear them. Like, guaranteed. Ooh, see here. This is the anti-air. Alright. Oh, use the drive reversal. Put themselves, each other in burnout here. Level 3? No, not quite. Air to air. Yeah, you're gonna hear man, you're gonna hear Korean a lot, dog. Nice. It's like you'll see it in the camera at the top left. All right, nice punish into level 3. Early cash out. Not gonna lead in burnout, but that is a life lead. So let's see what happens here. Nice block on the low attempt there. Step kick. Ooh, jumps out of the situation. Use the drive reversal to get out of there. All right. Ooh. All right. Spider Mike is in burnout. Oh, goes into level 2. And that's a pickup. Interesting. Okay. Nice block on the overhead. Does get burnt out. Tries to go to air. Nice pickup there. Okay. And Spidey Mikey taking the first game there. All right, going to game 2 here. Ice Korean takes an early lead here. A little too far for the punish on the dive kick attempt there, so Ice Korean is going to take advantage of that. Ooh. All right, was able to go ahead and catch the frames there. Whoa, doesn't block on the wake up there. Go too far, does get a perfect parry there. One parry for then a perfect parry. All right, nice punish. Another perfect parry jump jump out attempt. Well, jump in attempt from the jump out. One chance. Nice break. And neutral jumps, and unfortunately, is getting anti-aired. Out screen takes that round. Ooh. All right, palm works out favorably. Superman punch does not work out. But, ooh, punish counter. All right. Opts to go ahead and go for pressure. Now drink here. All right, this is tough. I was creating complete control here. Oh my gosh. This is still tough though. That's a lot of life. That's a lot of life gone. And uppercuts and takes that round there, making it 1-1. All right. Final round of the set here. Final game of the set here. Ooh. All right. Good jumps to go ahead and get out of this situation. Nice perfect parry. All right, dashes up, perfect parry back. All right, and get a punish counter. Goes and gets the 2 drinks. Oh, tries to go for 2 drinks. Gets 1. Nice jump back away from. Oh my gosh! Try to go for the command grab, but way too far. Air to air, work it out. Unfortunately, let go of the parry here. All right. Now reversal gets blocked and punished. Parries that, and it's going to get punished. All right. Out screen is on match point. Jamie's is one of those characters that like really annoys you, makes you want to press more buttons against him when you shouldn't. So that's kind of what like Spidey Mike kind of fell into the temptation of. It's like you just want this character off of you, but unfortunately, like no, too many risks. And a good perfect parry there by Out Screen. All right. Unfortunately, anti-air. Oh, gets a command grab. This is looking to be all Out Screen. All right, Spider Mikey in a lot of trouble here. All right, using the armor to get out of the situation. Oh, gets out of the situation here. Get forced aggression. Base the DP. Ooh, don't think this is enough. Oh my gosh, a reset? Okay. What was looking to be a dire round there for Spidey Mike was turned around immediately. So we are at match point, both players up in rounds here. Out Screen does take a bit of a lead here to get this corner situation. Looking pretty good. Woo. All right, gets the throw. Jumps out of the situation. Tries to anti-air. All right. Oh. Air to air does not work out. I see the attempt there, but the Jamie button seems to be much better in that situation. Level 3, that might be it. Take a look. There it is. There it is. Alright. And with that, Out Screen does go ahead and find themselves in top 8 winners side. And I think we're going to go ahead and get a lock in on the next one, which would be, if I remember this correctly, BP Amico and Xerxes. All right, so it looks like BP Amico's going here. All right. Yep, so this does give us BB Amico and Xerxes. BB Amico looking like they fresh from work. Fresh from Mother's Day Sunday. Looking good, actually. Very sharp. Shoot, all right. Here. All players setting up to go ahead and lock in. Okay, never mind. I got the names wrong because Baby Amicus decided to sit on P2 side. So let me update that actually. All right, so this is the first round here. All right, so we got that corrected there. As I look away, I see a command grab here. Another command grab. That's a punish counter, though. That's going to be a lot of damage. All right, Xerxes not having any of that. Does press on that situation. Drive reverse to go ahead and keep the corner situation. DP, get off me. They are in burnout, so this is tough. Gets a command grab, and it's enough. First round going to BB Amico. All right, going to round 2. Chop, chop. Nope, enough of that. Command grab. All right, chop, chop. All right. Does get this corner situation. Xerxes is in a lot of trouble. With the command grab, there's one chance and opportunity. I'm not sure about that fan toss. I probably would have jumped out the corner and gets command grab. And, yeah. Old man C and BB Amico going to take that first game. Going into game 2 here. Nice. Yep. His kick. All right. Nice interruption here. All right. Nice uppercut. Then you're going to break. Even better break. Oh, we said lariat. We ain't holding that. That is a counter hit. We're back in this corner again. BB Amico saying, this is your home. Level 1, that's going to connect. You get the muscle, your special move. Oh, wow. Command grab. Says none of that. But now you're in burnout, so you got to go ahead and deal with the shenanigans situation here. Uppercut, yeah. Definitely got a lot of damage there, but unfortunately just was not worth it in the end. But still, up a game here. BB Amico is still up a game. Xerxes does have this round here. And we're in a situation here. Ooh, Will kick gets interrupted. Shawn Michaels. It's like, Mai says, I'm from the school of Shiranui, but I've been watching the WWE too. I got some sweet chin. Oh, nice response to the drive impact with their own. BB Amico's in burnout and is in trouble now. So yeah, you're going to have to hold some of this here. Not sure that's going to work. All right. Nice uppercut. Wake up command grab. Xerxes a little too close. And unfortunately does not work out. And I think that looked like I tried to be a lariat there. It's a good idea, but just didn't work out there. So, with that being the case, we're going to make it 1-1. Where's the P1 score at? Jeez. All right. Going into match 3. Yep, Shawn Michaels. Sweet chin. All right. Okay, toss the fan. Ooh, chopper style. Interruption there. Not having any of that. Backs off. We saw the parry there, but just out to the and EX lariat. Both players very low on drive gauge, and Xerxes says, I'm going to go ahead and put myself out, and so does BB Amico. The drive gauge has been abandoned by both players. Had to go for, too far for the grapple jump there. Is probably going to get chipped out. You better be careful. Oh, yeah, never mind. Chip is no longer on the table. And gets opened up. Looks like they're trying to lariat there. I don't think that works. Maya is able to go ahead and check that. So Xerxes is going to be on match point. TI on the fire tail attempt. Baits it. Chopper style. Chopper style. DI does make a connection. All right, opened up. Opened up again. And a perfect here by BB Amico. Both players on match point. All right. Nice anti-air on the fan toss. Xerxes trying to go ahead and play a little bit safer here. BBMCO does find their end. Ooh, what an interruption here. Level 1. Ooh, DI connects. Oop. All players are swinging. They're not trying to let the other. Yep, nice. That's actually very smart by Xerxes to go ahead and play the round situation. Level 3 to all my loyal fans. Now, this isn't going to kill, but this does lead to a very good situation here where BBMCO does have the corner, but they are burnt out. So, gonna have to be very careful here. Oh, this is looking tough. DI connects. That might be the game, actually. Both players talking that trash. And with that being the case, Xerxes does take it. the immediate like no round ended to like pop off to yelling at each other is you love it. It's all out of good fun though. No one's really serious about like, you know, actually talking trash. It's all out of good fun. We all know each other. We play each other a lot. We all hate each other's characters. It is what it is. But with that being the case, I think we're gonna get Spirit and Absolute Maniac. So let me go ahead and. So I believe Absolute Magic's going to sit on P1 side, and Spirit's going to be on P2 side. Then this will be Spirit. And this is the last qualifying match for the winner's side of top 8. More like you're going to be seeing Ken versus Spear versus JP. So, funny enough, last time Spirit was up here, they fought a Ken. Next time they're back up here, they're fighting a Ken. The more things change, the more things stay the same. With that being the case, we're going right into round 1 here. All right. Absolute Maniac definitely has made a mark for themselves here, getting some absolute wins and quite the clutch in a lot of scenarios and situations. No, some would call an upset, but no, they've definitely made their mark. Now, they are going to have to go ahead and play against Spirit, who is a consistent top 3 placer here. Nice jump. All right, gets the corner situation looking very good. Oh, tries to parry for anti-air. You're kidding. DP, dog. Light DP. Sure you can. It's in your name. Nice block. EXDP, get off me now. You did put yourself in burnout. This is tough. This is tough. That might be GG's. Yeah. Put yourself in burnout, and then Spirit's able to go ahead and get you full screen. They end up taking the time out to go ahead and get you all the way out there while burnt out. Go for zoning, lights out, GG's. But now, it's a corner situation. Tries to go immediate throw and gets punished for it. Does not connect. Able to respond with drive impact just in time here. Absolute Maniac is in trouble here. Ooh. All right, nice pickup. Ooh, opened up. Wow. And Absolute Maniac, I don't think they knew that setup. They did not care though. He's like he's like, yo, your chain look fake. He's like, your chain look fake. That's what he told Spirit. I was like, okay, all right. Was able to go ahead and jab out of that setup there. Final round. All right. And Spirit ends up getting a massive lead here. This corner situation goes for level 2. Good blocks. Ends up getting opened up to the end. Ends up getting a punish counter here. Side switch. Level 3. This is to go ahead and get some of your drive gauge back. Yeah, because you're kind of running low. Sit down. Yep. Sit down, homie. Oh, jumps over the Dragon Lash attempt there. Perfect parry. Oh, still airborne. He gets thrown for the troubles. Oh, a little too late. Driver versus keep him there. Level 2 again. Time to guess. And we get EXTP is not the answer. Spirit takes the first game. Going into game 2. Nice anti-air. Alright, ends up getting opened up low over there. Yep, that does hit low. Alright, drive impact connects. But still, you gotta do something here. Ooh, nice bait on the reversal attempt. Really surprised Spirit spit that with that little help there. But, ooh, level 1. Nah, none of that. Oh my gosh. That could have been just an anti-air DP to keep the corner. Just didn't do it. Match point here for Spirit. Walks away from the throw attempt. Walks away from another throw attempt. Alright. Great. This corner situation is it? Oh, whoa. Punish counter. Alright. Take throw. Off the teleport. Alright. Both players are burnt out. Ooh. My goodness. Jeez. Crazy. Alright, gets opened up. Gotta guess. And guesses with level 1 and gets killed. And Spirit's gonna take that game there. So yeah, Spirit takes that 2-0. Absolute Maniac taking some big bets there that just did not pay off. So that being the case there, we are in our top 8 on the winner side. We are filling out our loser side top 8. Yeah, you know what? Let me take a break. So we're going to go ahead and take a slight break here. Also, thank you for the follow, Seppi Swag. So we've locked in our top 8 winner side. We're going to go ahead and take a little break so we can come back and get top 8 started in full. So that being the case, I'll be stepping off for a bit. Just chill out and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to start our top 8, and I need to go ahead and make sure I get the proper camera up. Here we go. Not sure what happened there, but we are in top 8 form here. So our first match is actually going to be Zadie versus I Was Korean. So I Was Korean on P1 side, Zadie on P2 side. So it's a little warm today. It's in the 60s in Chicago. 62 outside, as I like to say.
Oh, yeah, that was like, they moved it. Yeah, they moved it. Don't ever put me in a squinting position.
Oh, 1 second. DP's also crazy. I don't see like. Nah. It's like when the captain's in. Don't want you looking like no dead man. Last thing we want. We don't need no decapitations on stream. I don't want this getting canned and close out the channel. So anyways, getting this top 8 match right now. Let's see some Jamie versus Rashid. Yeah, you're good. Yeah. Nope. Shout out to the players. No, they kind of like they said they thought they jumped the gun. I was ready. They were ready. We all good to go. All right. So I actually have not seen this matchup in particular very often, but let's go ahead and take a look and see how things go. Anyway, if you're in the chat, and you have any ideas how this matchup goes, by all means, holla at me. Teach me something. All right. In the meantime, here, both players are trying to go ahead and get something going to go ahead and get offense started. Okay, get them knocked down. Ooh, get a counter hit. Punish counter here. That's going to look good for Zadie. Nice throw break. A drive rush attempt off the throw break in I Was Korean's favor. Ooh, dive kicks around. All right, jump in. Does not get checked. Tries to go for a throw. Oh, overhead. Works out. Okay. Zadie don't hit. Ooh, jumps. Gets a dive kick out of the situation there, but unfortunately gets caught. That's going to be a level 1 to finish the round off. All right, first blood going to Zadie. All right, going into round 2. Nice parry here off the drive rush attempt. Both players trying to find something. Gets a counter hit, not a punish counter though, so it doesn't commit. All right. Ooh, nope, drive rush gets opened up with the low there. Oh, tries to do something there. Unfortunately, gets opened up. Okay, gets a throw. All right. Another throw there. This should be level 2. Yep. All right. Zadie, go ahead and take their tip there. All right, let's block this. Open up low. That might be the game. Yep. All right. Zadie takes the first game here. All right. Take some time to go ahead in game 2. All right. Doesn't go for an anti-air attempt there, but does get a nice counter hit punish here. Gets close to that corner. Dive kicks over that and a pickup. Both taking a trade here. Oh, and we get ourselves a bit of a side swap on both ends. This is going to work out very favorably for Zadie. Ends up blocking the dive kick attempt there. It's like, I'm not throwing. You're throwing. All right. Go ahead and get back in this corner. DB gets baited. Punished. All right. Looking good. That should be the round. Yep, that is. Zadie spins it all to end it all. All right. Zadie's on match point. All right. Ooh. All right. Anti-air works out favorably for them. All right. Gets opened up. I Was Korean's a little bit of trouble here. All right. Yes. Nice block on the overhead attempt. But ends up getting opened up low. Does have level 3 on deck. That's gonna work. And there it is. That is gonna be the end of the game there. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see that one. Lady takes that 2-0 and ends up locking themselves up in winners finals. They are now officially in the 3 out of 5 territory. So that being the case there. So our next match by default should be Spirit versus Xerxes. Yep. There's just certain things where you're just like, yep, that's that. But anyway, pretty solid top 8 match to go ahead and start off there. I do see, yep, looks like Spirit is coming up to go ahead at bat. All right. So it looks like we might actually see some JP versus my question mark. Both players. Yeah, just go ahead and get a good look at what our players are here dealing with here. All right. And both players go ahead and all right. So we're gonna hit Mai and JP here. I know that both of these players do play each other quite a bit in the Discord, so let's go ahead and see what these matches are gonna play out in this bracket. All right. There we go. Pretty good. Both players trying not to give too much to the other. All right, jump in works out here well for Spirit. Nice parry there. And then a break. All right, opened up. All right, trying to go for a throw. Does not quite work out. Dive gets punished. Xerxes is called out. Has to block this. A little low on drive gauge. Ooh. I thought a dive was coming. Oh, you know what? Honestly, if you're Xerxes, you take that. Shawn Michaels, TP, get off me. Overhead gets blocked. DI, push. Goes for level 2. Jumps out of the situation and gets the back throw. DI connects. Ooh. All right. Very tough round there on both sides there. Xerxes does get the hit, but too far to make the connection there. Yep. Spacing do be like that sometimes. All right. Get the punish counter throw there. Gonna go ahead and work out for Spirit's favor. Yeah. Xerxes gets to jump in. They're gonna go ahead and get this corner push. All right, gets a throw. Spirit's got a guess. Ooh, my gosh. Too far for that connect. Nice jump in. Does. Ooh, no DP. All right, gets the punish pick up here. Might be the round. Yep, level 1. Nice. Good pick up there. Xerxes with the proper extension. Trying to take that round and make it 1-1 and knot it up here. Nice throw upon the fan there. Lots of parrying getting whipped here, so their drive gauge is getting 8 up. The thing that kind of throws me off is that, like, blocking projectiles actually doesn't take that much drive gauge from you. But if you whip and parry, it can get tough. But then you get in this situation where your drive gauge is kind of low, then you pretty much had a tough choice here. All right, spins at level 3 to go ahead and get that life lead. And potential burnout? Yes, burnout. And now you have to go ahead and deal with this situation. Ooh, doesn't get a pick up here, but we're gonna have to go ahead to level 1. Oh man, okay. So it is projectile involved, but that's probably getting, no, that hits. You know, a little bit of a gimmick there. No DP. All right, well, there's DP there. Must have heard me talk trash. All right, walk up throw. Doesn't take it. One chance. And falls into the air spike. Spear's going to take the first game. All right, game 2. Getting things kicked off. Nice knockdown there by Spirit. All right, jump in works out. No extension there. The Spirit is low on drive gauge, so all right, you know, honestly, oop, die. Okay, the opts to parry instead of DI, but the DI connects there. No bite on the Shawn Michaels kick. Air to air working out favorably for Spirit, and DI in neutral gets called out. Uses super to go ahead and cash out and get that burnout situation. All right, and closes the gap. Both players are in burnout. A little bit overzealous there, and unfortunately cost Xerxes the game that get round there. And Spirit with the immediate call with the crouching medium punch. Tries to go for a throw, but it's a little too far. Went the other way, actually. Oh, that's actually going to hit. There was a button that was pressed. All right. Also go ahead and go for pressure here. All right, Shawn Michaels. Oh, wow. Fan whiffs, and that's... Ooh, there it is. Spirit takes it 2-0. And Spirit goes there and locks in for winners finals. So more likely going to get Spidey, Mikey, and just Mr. R. Well, that being the case there, does get us a good point here. Yeah, they were burnt out. It was one of those situations where it's just like, well, it is what it is. Well, that being the case there, instead of just looking at empty chairs, just wait for... All right, we're going to go ahead and be able to actually update this. All right, so we got one of our players coming up. Just Mr. R will be on the one side.
I know, I was talking about how much I hate it.
And of course we have Spidey Mikey come up here. So we might actually see a Marissa mirror actually. So both players sticking to the guns here. It'll be very interesting. Let's go about. So the winner of this will actually face off against Xerxes on the loser side of the bracket. Loser of this gets eliminated because this is the second, the lower half. So yep, both players getting ready to go ahead and get their sides selected. All right. That being the case here. Got ourselves quite the mirror match, potentially. You know, you get at the local level when you're playing here on a weekly basis, you get to know what the others are doing. So it gets a little scrambly when you get certain reads or expecting certain things. But it's all up on the other players to go ahead and make those adjustments. Step kick gets blocked. Ooh, Wilson goes for pressure here. And it's opened up. All right, blocks the Gladius punch. Ooh, try to rush though. Anyway, quite the trade on. Oh, tries to walk in and probably get some type of punish, but just walked too close. All right, Spidey Mike is going to take that first round. Ooh, nice parry. New jump, perfect parry. Also going for a little pressure, but ends up not going for the throw there. That's kind of deep though, so. And Mr. R turns it around. Ends up having making a lot of right decisions there, but it was paid off for it. That's an armor. All right. Air to air on both player sides here. All right, Superman punch works out. All right, EX Gladius. Ooh, we swinging. Tries to go for something again, just too close. Gotta remember when you press a button, you do extend your hitbox, your hurtbox. So gotta be mindful of that. I think that's what the issue is. Just trying to go ahead and get a proper punish, but by the time they press their button, they're extending it to go ahead and get punished for what's getting thrown out. Anti-air working out in a jumps out of the corner situation, and Spidey Mikey does take the first game. All right, going to game 2. All right, that was interesting. All right, that works out. Very good. Go ahead and gets the bait and gets the punish counter throw. Woo, 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 woo. Air to air working out. Gladius punch. Gotta hit them with the Falcon punch. Woo. Nice punish counter. And Spidey Mikey does take advantage of that situation. Gets the corner situation. Oh, wow. Hard knockdown situation. All right. Ooh, tries to do something to get their armor broken. Oh, my God. And Spidey Mikey turning things around here and puts themselves on match point. Mr. Argus needs to go ahead and get... Oh, what a perfect parry. And Mr. Argus in trouble here. He's opened up. This is tough. This is trouble. Oh my gosh. And gets opened up. That might be it. And there you have it. Spidey Mikey takes that 2-0. So that's definitely going to go ahead and give us BP Amico and Kim of Comedy.
All you can do is just fight yourself. That's really it. So if you want, I got you.
With that being the case there, we're ready for our next match. I do see Kim on their way up here. so that means we should get Cammy versus Zangief. And then I did see Kim also bust out a Mai earlier, so there's an opportunity we may see Mai. We got the point here. While we're waiting on BB Amico to pull up, at least put that there for y'all. And then of course here, you see BB Amico pulling up. This is also another match in top 8 losers side here. Alright. Players locking in their buttons, checking them buttons. Last thing you want to do is go in and have a situation occur. Now that can go. But look at the bracket path. It looks like Chemical Comedy was sent to losers by Mr. R in round 2. And of course, we saw the match with BB Amico and King Xerxes earlier. Alright, gets knocked down here. Alright, EX command grab. Whew, nice jump back kick. And gets a throw. Alright, nice break on the throw there, Tim. Air to air, work it out. Alright, gets a tick throw. Oh, nice check there. Nice throw. Still got a lot of work to do. That's a big body right there. Alright, one chance. Overhead is not blocked. And BP Amico going to take the first round. Dive kick gets out of the situation. Not quite gets out of the situation. I'm sorry, that was a cross up. And gets thrown for their troubles. Drive rush to go. Oh! Uses the drive rush to close the gap. Actually like that. But they are getting slapped with these chops. Ooh, this is tough. And command grab. One chance. This is tough though. This is really tough. Wheel kick is blocked. And first game goes to BP Amico. On to game 2. Nice for repairing. All right. What a chop there. Get out of here. Nice jumping, works out. Go ahead and get the extension. Try rush overhead. Ooh, trying to go for something there. And looks like both players messed up something. Man, grab. You have one chance. Nice dive kick. Ooh. I would try to go for buttons there if I was Kim of Comedy. You know, you got that. Yeah, you know, you got that situation where they were in burnout. Drive reversal. Drive impact gets blocked. Air to air works out in BP Amico's favor, putting them on match point. All right. Nice jump in, air to air. Both taking a trade here, actually. Woo, try to go for a throw and gets thrown for their troubles. Take thrown, in fact. Nice DI. All right. Here we go. Ooh. Level 3, that's going to connect. Not going to kill, though. But this is definitely a lot of damage. Get one chance. Lariat takes it. Amico takes it 2-0. With that being the case, looks like we're going to get our next match. It'll be King Xerxes and Spidey Mike. All right. See here. So that being the case there. But yeah. In the meantime, yep, looks like I think they don't know what's up, so let me go ahead and see if I can give them a call.
The wind's always on my side. Started from the bottom and I'll never look back. Here's round one. Fight. Yo, step aside. Step aside. Step aside. Round two. Fight. You'll excuse me. I summon you, Great Desert Storm. Down and out. Down and out. Coming in. You're mine. Down and out. Rashid wins! Round one. Fight! No! No! Here! Now observe. I got a cold! Spike! C wins. Round 1. Fight. No. Coming in. No. 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 Sword. Now what's up? Here. Now what's up? Step it down. Now what's up?
Nah, someone's here. Just settings are just off. But we fixed that. All right. That being the case here. So I was Korean is going to be on P1 side. BB Emiko on P2 side. This is the getting loser semis. So the winner will stay on. Yeah. Winner of this set stays on. Yeah. Yep, so this will be a 2 out of 3. Yep, so both players having at it. What? Tries to go for Mayor. Way too late. Way too late. Alright. Well, Ice Korea is going to take advantage of that. Alright. Nice. Let's try to go ahead and check and see what they're going to do, but I was Korean definitely ready here. BB Emiko looking like they're in a bit of trouble. Jumps out of the situation. DPs on the crosscut option. Ooh, punches through the armor. And I was Korean takes that first guy around there. On to round 2. Alright. We're playing a little bit respectful here. Jump gets called out with an uppercut. Nice punish counter, standing mean kick. Reversals, use the drive reversal to get out of that situation there. Alright, nice throw. Oh my gosh. Does a jab check, does not want to get command grab. Alright, and hey, BB Emiko says, you finna get command grab. You gonna take this throw. And he said, drive impact. We ain't doing no more of that. Alright. Looking pretty good. Level 3. That actually might be game. One chance. Wow! That might have taken the round there. My goodness. Yeah. Critical Art level 3 is definitely going to swing things around here. Going to keep them alive. BB Emiko, keep it up here. Final round. Let's see what we got. Both players have spent all the meter. So we're more than likely not going to see a level 3. Woo, command grab. This looked like the start of the first round. Like literally frame for frame. Now this looks different. That's Korean. Ooh, nice punish counter on a whip attempt there. Jumps out of the situation. Very good awareness here. All right. Woo. Air to air, working out there for I was Korean. See what happens here. One chance. Drive reversal. All right. Does put themselves in burnout. This is tough. You guys are level 4 Jamie. I'm not sure about this. You got to make the right call. Lariat. Oh my gosh. My goodness. And here. First game goes to I was Korean. It was looking like the right call for a second there. All they need is just one more decision. All right. Yep. I see you out here. Eyes baby, that's what's up. All right. Thank you for tuning in to the stream. Hope you're enjoying these matches. Ooh, uppercut. We ain't having none of that. All right. Ooh, nice poke on the punish counter there. Just go ahead and just say, hey, this is my space. No, you can't do that. All right, but we get ourselves a nice little combo here. BB Emiko just having a little bit of trouble just trying to go ahead and catch the squirrel. Whew. All right. And I was Korean doing a lot of back in these situations there. If I'm BB Emiko, I would take note of that. And Palm is going to take that round there. That's going to put I was Korean on match point. Always up backing you. Like, not reading the room here. All right. Okay, there we go. It does have this corner situation. Does opt to jump a lot. Does fight out of the corner. Decides to drive rush. It gets interrupted there because I was Korean was driving first. They got the green light first. Woo. Now we're back to this corner here. Lariat. Lariat's gonna take that round there. All right, air to air working out here in I was Korea's favor. Jimmy does got some of the best air to air options in the game, leading to quite a bit. Woohoo! Okay, honestly, I take that drive rush to side switch. Oh my goodness, level 2. That's definitely gonna get side switch. Gotta be careful with your long drive gauge. Long drive gauge, low on health. Nice chops. Go ahead and get that slap chop. Air to air working out. Yeah, JB just wins on those air to air trade favors, and that's gonna do it. BBM code is out. 2-0. I was Korean was gonna stay seated. Stay seated. Solid 2-0. Good performance there. And with that being the case, that is going to go ahead and reset the count. Wait until Xerxes gets here. I'll update these names. All right. All right. Both players having a little bit of fun chatter with each other. So we're gonna see some Mai versus Jamie. All right. Alright, so our players go ahead and get locked in. So here, going into this losers semis match, this is going to be the winner of this gets to fight Spirit in losers finals. So we are in top 4 territory here. Nice upper. All right, nice, good call. Dive kick, it gets punished, but not heavy. All right, dive bomb there, ends up getting punished solidly. All right, nice hit. Oh, what a punch counter and a pickup. See, you know, I kind of like what I'm seeing here because I remember everybody that started the game saying like Jamie sucks, and then I'm like, well, it does have a couple of issues, but I think like with the right time because the character has a lot to deal with, he'll be a very good character. And now a lot of people are starting to see what I've been saying for a while. It's like, look, it's going to take some time for white players to figure this character out. You're going to see more of them once that is the case. All right, nice throw. All right. Nice, way to get out. All right, now they are burnout, so this is tough. All right. And Xerxes takes that first game. Oh, no, it was 1-1. I'm sorry. I lied. Gets a throw. Nice there. Knew the turn was over. Decided to wait. House Korean was definitely ready with that crouching movement kick. And too soon on the gun there. Lost a lot of meter, but still wasn't punished for it, so can play this off. Nice jump in. Ooh, open up. Use a throw. Xerxes in a little bit of trouble. Oh, that actually might work. Yeah. Nice block. Goes into level 2 themselves. Drive reversal gets blocked. Yeah, probably just should have just waited instead of probably should have just let that melee rock. All right. Not air to air working out in Jamie's favor again. Ooh. All right. And I was Korea taking the first game there. All right. Going into game 2. All right, gets it done. Another one. Coming up low, does do the jab check. Very good defensive awareness. Whew. All right, it's a break. Drive rush trades works out in Korean's favor. All right, does not anti-air there. Does get the overhead though. Is gonna, ooh, jump and dive kick here. All right, opened up. Air to air working out. Okay. And Ice Korean definitely being very verbal with the hits that they're receiving. Oof. All right, very nice. But yeah, this is one of those things that, like, you know, you can't really stop someone from being extremely verbal, verbal with these things. I know it kind of can throw some people off of their game. So when you come to those bigger tournaments, it's gonna be a lot louder than that. So you gotta be ready. At least have your answers for them. All right. Here we go. That's gonna go ahead and that should take the round. All right, and that does put Ice Korea in a match point. So here, nice. Ooh. All right. Ooh, my gosh. This is looking pretty good for Ice Korea. DP gets baited. All right, gets counter hit here. Tries to go ahead and fish again. It's a break. Woo. Level 3, that might actually do it. Woo, one chance. All right. So, we're in the in territory. No, you say you stay seated. No, you're good. You stay seated. You gotta run the gauntlet. So with that there, that does lock us in for losers finals. Well, we're gonna go ahead and see Spirit. Yes. Should have stayed in winners, dog.
Better breathe in.
Not my body, not my ass, bro. My tight little ass. It was leg day yesterday, bro. We can't take this.
Ain't gonna be time much longer.
You set yourself up for that. You asked for that. You asked for that. Don't look, I'm just saying, can't look shocked. You did ask for that. Lots of joking and commentary going back and forth. Someone caught themselves with their pants down. I'm someone that will spit some truths at you. Yeah, y'all been good. So we are now in losers finals. We are in 3 out of 5 territory, ladies and gentlemen. Gonna see JP versus Jamie. All right. See here. All right. Nice punish counter there. All right. Very good. Go ahead and get the throw. Not in the corner here. Try. Oh, I see you. Nice anti-air. That's kind of the thing, though. Gets the throw. Nice. Ooh, nice pickup. All right. Spirit is having a lot of control here. Calls out the approach there. Let me update the score because that's supposed to be 0-0. My fault. All right, gets a throw. All right, and gets a command grab. All right, does put themselves in burnout and does DP out of the situation. So at this point, you kind of have to hold a lot of this stuff here from Jamie. You don't want to go ahead and swing into something and get caught punish countered, so you got to be careful. Both players just out of range for a lot of things, actually. All right. Nice. Gets a drive rush throw. Level 3. That's going to go ahead and connect and give the first game over to Spirit. All right. Oh, that's P1 score. Not P2 score. There we go. All right, going right into game 2. Spirit gets a tick throw. Make it a little difficult for Irish Korean to go ahead and get started. Ooh, wow. All right, tries to go for the air-to-air. Does not quite work out. All right, drive rush gets called out there. DI makes connect too far. But hey, it's okay. Jumps out of the situation here. But they do have all the drinks here. Empty low. Level 1. And then the level 1 connects. All right. Both players having a little bit of chatter about what just happened there. But, you know, that's what it is. Have those conversations. All right. Was able to go and get a proper counter hit there. Dive kick punish. No, not punished. I was Korean definitely able to jump out of a lot of these situations here. So, all right. There we go. See? Nice air throw. And doesn't block after getting air thrown. So they're taking a lot of extra damage here. It's opened up again. That is a low. Level 2. Yeah. That's going to go ahead and give Spirit up a 2-0 lead here. Yes, it's first to 3. All right. So going into the third game here. Korean needs to go ahead and be able to turn up the gas somewhere. They're down 2-0. Gotta go ahead and make an adjustment. Trade here. All right, steps out of the situation there. Nice punish counter. Looks like Spirit was ready with that option there. DP, EXDP, get off me. Ooh, drive rush low. Well, crouch P, 5P. It's a throw. All right. Does block after the spike, but unfortunately gets hit up with something else. And a command grab. And yep, that's a punish counter. That's a hard knockdown too. So, but hard knockdown to death. That's the hardest of knockdowns. Spirit's on match point now. All right. They get call here. House to go ahead and set up a portal. Sets up another portal. Empty low. Works out. getting this corner situation. Oh, and I was Korean. Comes out with the crouching medium kick there.
Oh my!
Okay. What a reaction here. Isn't able to get a proper pick up there, but does maintain the corner situation. Ooh, punish counter. House Korean is going to take advantage of that. Ooh, another punish counter, but not too much here. And gets the stun. This might be the round. No, not quite. Open up low, it appears. Or just didn't block. One of the two. I want to say probably didn't block. They probably tried to up back because that looked like a crouching jab. And I don't think James' crouching jab is considered a low. All right. So, that's the case here. Nice perfect parry. All right. All right, it sets up. All right, does get the burnout. Gets opened up. Ooh. Look like he tried to jump out there. Ooh, look like I was Korean. Ooh, opened up. Fighting back. They're definitely going to get ahead and get the gauge back. There it is. Ice Korean, they're taking their options here. And, oh, unfortunate. Wrong call there. Try to go more parry. Got called out with a teleport. And not sure. No. Oh, wow. Okay. There it is. Spirit takes it 3-0 over Iowa's Korean and finds themselves in the grand finals. So Spirit's going to stay seated. I mean, he's in loser's side. So, I mean, somebody got to stop him. Why weren't you here to stop him? Why weren't you here to stop him, Smirk? Come on now. I know. All jokes aside, it's Mother's Day. Everybody out there doing their own thing. But still, we got a 16-person bracket. Maybe actually more than that. Actually more than that for Street Fighter. I think 18? Yeah, 18-person bracket on Mother's Day weekend. That's gonna go ahead and lock in our grand finals. Yep. Both players just getting set up here. This will be Rashid versus JP yet again. So, yep. All right, so we are going into this grand finals here. Shoot. It's almost 8:30. Yep, so pretty much finishing off, we finished off City of the Wolves. Xando looks like Xando took that. Tekken did not go through. We only had 2 people, so they were just refunded. But we are going to go ahead and find out who takes grand finals here in Street Fighter 6 tonight. All right. With that being the case here, let's go ahead and lock in. All right, we are starting things off. Let's do this. All right, both players trying to find something. Trying to find a quick opening here, and there it is. Zadie ends up finding it very quickly. All right, nice break. Punish counter there. Does get a pickup off of the drive rush. So here. All right, nice. Woo. All right, Sweep gets punished. Nice block on an overhead attempt, but they're still in trouble. Ooh, okay. All right, ooh, drops the parry. Level 1? Yep, level 1 to take the round. All right. Going into round 2. Perfect parry on the jump in. Works out favorably for Zadie. Gets out of the situation. Oh, wow. Okay, looks like they tried to go for a throw attempt after that, but got blown up by a second bomb. And wow. Okay. We had a lot of crazy stuff just happen there. Lots of, like, we had one of the greatest GameStop trades of all time. All right. Does wait it out here. Spirit's not trying to give Zadie much of anything else to work with. Zadie does have this corner situation is looking pretty good. Goes to level 2. Gonna have to try to escape the situation. All right. Ooh. All right, and there we go. Zadie knocking it up 1-1 in rounds. Spirit is a loser, so they have to win 2 tournament sets in order to go ahead and before Zadie wins 1 to close this out. Perfect parry. Gets knocked down. Teleport out of the situation. Jab checks. Not having any of that. Level 2. Ooh. Ends up getting the throw baited. Potentially the round here. This is tough. All right. First thing goes to Zadie. Ooh. Tried to go for a drive rush there, but got called out there. Ooh. All right. Nice. Gets good call. All right. Spirit does go ahead and take their opportunity to go ahead and try to get something going, but Zadie's already back in there. Goes to counter there. Gets baited. That round goes to Zadie's favor quite heavily. Ooh, punish counter there, but no follow-up. Okay, nice. Another level 2. Yep, gotta block all that. There we go. Alright, looking tough. Alright. Spirit finding something here. This does put Zadie in a situation where they have to go ahead and block this out. Ends up getting opened up. Trying to close the gap there. Ooh, what a jump. Drive impact. Was able to block just in time. Zadie's gonna get the drive gauge back. Here we go. Ooh, crouching medium. Does go ahead and give them the world. Does burn themselves out. Level 2. Nice break. We'll get a throw there. It's tough. It's gonna be 2-0 Zadie. Here. Yeah. Zadie has to win one more game to go ahead and close this out and close the bracket out. Spirit's got to win 3 in a row just to reset this thing. All right. Tough. All right. All right, gets a throw. And another throw. There we go. Woo. Nice parries on the options on the bombs there. DPs get out of the situation. All right. DI connects. But gonna have to go ahead and get the zoning game going. Woo. Calling these jump out attempts here. Level 2. Ooh. That might be the round, actually. No! And Fuzzy. Alright, there we go. Spirit does put themselves on the board here. But Zadie does find a quick entry here. Goes right into level 2 over the XCP. Unfortunate situation. Gets a kick. Follows up. Nice cash out. Into a throw. Tries to make something there. Jump in works out. Ooh, tries to drive rush in. Doesn't quite bite. And gets a punish counter throw. Ooh. Alright, good block here. Ooh. Target combo ends up, like, you know, kind of making things a little freakier. Nice jab check. Oh, is that gonna work? And that's an anti-air. Alright. Jump forward, level 2 was able to anti-air. Tournament point here for Zadie. Spirit's got to win this one to go ahead and stay alive. Alright, gets the throw. Ooh. Says that we're not holding anything. Nice break. Oh, what just happened here? Ooh, opened up. Was able to parry, walk back, didn't get an anti-air option. Ooh. Oh, opened up low and gets thrown for their troubles. And now they're in burnout. It's not looking good. Overhead to throw. 2, that might be GG's. There it is, yep. Zadie does take it. 3-0. That being the case, the winner of tonight's tournament is Zadie. Spirit getting second. I was Korean with third, and Xerxes with fourth. All right, so that closes out our bracket. Our folks are going to go ahead and get the paid, have their picture taken as well. That being the case, we're going to go ahead and sign on off. I'm your boy Chris Chaos. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.